Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Sarah. This video we're going to be talking money. We're going to be talking about everything I bought in stationery in 2025, and I'll just give you like a very brief review of everything and kind of like whether I regret that purchase, whether I don't. I did end up spending more than I would have ever anticipated in stationery this year. I got really into the hobby. That being said, I don't regret many of the purchases I made. I mean, I guess maybe some, but we'll see. But I do want to spend less in stationery in 2026. Now, the money that I'm going to be saying is like, for some people, it's going to be a lot. And for some people, it's going to be like, girl, I wish I was spending what you spend. I spend so much more. I think like, when we talk about these things, it's very personal to you and your finances and your financial situation. For me, this was more than I wanted to spend in stationery, but in the in the big picture, it was okay. I did give myself last year a budget of like 120, 150 per month to spend on whatever I wanted. That included clothes, makeup, stationery, skincare, anything that it's kind of like an extra, that is not so much a necessity, and especially things that have been like maybe a problem area for me in the past. So while some months I did spend over 120 or 150 pounds, in the like at the end of the year, the total amount, it was under those numbers. So if you divided it by month, so looking at the big picture, looking at the whole year, it wasn't a problem because I had more or less accounted that I would be spending that money. But I would like to spend a bit less in stationery this year. So I'll talk a little bit about kind of like what I'm thinking for my budget in 2026 later. But I think first we're gonna be going through everything I purchased, and this is why we have a bit of a mess around me. So the first item that I have written in here, it's Muji pens. I bought these two Muji pens. To be honest, I don't know if it's it said Muji and all of that, but like it does look a bit different to the ones I've seen in the store, and I got these ones from eBay and they didn't work very well. So I don't know if it was like a fake one or something. I don't know. Fine that I tried them, but to be honest, they didn't write very well, so I'm not that happy. And I will be putting the totals on the screen. So this was like 2 pens, and I bought them for $3.50, so $3.59. All the prices are gonna be in pounds, just because I'm in the UK, and that's what I paid in. And then I'll show the kind of like the total balance somewhere on the screen. So the next thing that I bought was this Sakura Pigma kind of like pen. I did enjoy it. I wrote quite a bit with it at the beginning. Then I moved into other things. I think now it's a bit dry, but it still kind of works. What I like about it is that it's waterproof, so maybe if you're going to be drawing or putting watercolor on top of it, or you just want something to make sure it's going to stay, this is good for that, or good for drawing. So yeah, happy that I bought this too. Next we have some Etsy mix stickers. So I did buy a couple of stickers from Etsy, but this was from like, one of them were like kind of like a mystery type of thing. It was just like random ones, and I got some of those. I realized I didn't really want to do that anymore. I do think that's one purchase that I regretted a bit. It wasn't that expensive, but still it was like $5.19. So yeah, I realized like I want to be able to choose my own stickers. I don't want to just buy them randomly, because then there is stuff that like I don't enjoy, and yeah. And then I also ordered from Etsy these other stickers that were kind of like, I don't know, Japanese type of theme. Let me just find them. So these kind of like stickers, it was like a washi tape sticker, but again, it was like I didn't know all the designs I was gonna get. Some of them I liked, but some of them I didn't. So again, another purchase that I'm not that happy with, and that was 5.54. Then I've also included some of the patrons that I got. I was Erin's Patreon for I think a month or two. Well, yeah, I think I did a couple of times during the year, but I don't know if I wrote it down. But either way, that was 5.40. Very much enjoy Erin's printables, highly recommend. And also like all the content that she puts on her Patreon. So yeah, very happy I did that. Then I did my Hobonichi order, because it's kind of like, this was in February, and it was kind of like when I got more into, like I realized I was getting really into journaling. I realized I was going to finish my Leuchtturm 1917 notebook, and I was going to need something new. So it's when I decided to order these Hobonichi weeks, and I ordered a few other things. So I ordered the Hobonichi weeks, I ordered the Hobonichi kind of like index tabs, and I ordered the pencil, pencil board from the Yumiki Takeshi designed, and I bought the clear cover, which you'll see that it's not on my wicks anymore, and I don't know, it got a bit damaged, it got some cuts and some weird stuff, I don't know why, and then I basically I'm repurposing some of the parts, so because it was already breaking, I got part of the pencil loop and I put it on my wicks for this year and stuff like that. So yeah, it's now it's kind of like broken, but I don't regret any of these purchases. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know how much I love the Hobonichi weeks and everything that I've done in here and everything that I've used in this notebook. So very happy with that. And that order was £60, which that takes into account I ordered from the official Hobonichi store, so £20 are just from shipping, which it always hurts me to pay so much for shipping, but I get that it's coming from really far away, so whatever. Then, because I got the Mega because I thought, I can journal in the back, like my long form journaling, and use the front for all this, for all this stuff like the daily little snippets and like that kind of thing. But I think before I received the Hobonichi weeks, I realized that was not going to be enough space. So I did make an order in Amazon. Let me just put this to the side because we've already talked about it. And I ordered a Stalogy 365. This is it, in red, which I used as my main journal for a while. And then I also ordered this MD paper notebook with the grid one, and I was going to use this for the course, the project management course that I've talked in the past that I was doing, to take notes and stuff like that. But then it just felt like too nice paper to just kind of like write down the scribbles. So yeah, I'm not using it currently for that. But still, I'm going to be using these notebooks. Well, I'm using this notebook now for like scribbles, with like notes about courses and random notes, which still feels like too nice for that, but I have to use it. Like, I have it, so I might as well. And this one, at some point, I'll be using it as my journal, just not right now. Very happy. I wanted to try these two notebooks, so no complaints. And that was so the Stalogy notebook was 18.5 and the MD notebook was 14.99. Then what was next? So next I did order from the journal shop, which is like a stationery shop in the UK, and I got a TN insert with a grid. This is some leftover pages from my weeks from 2025. It's empty, but because I use all the pages and I just thought I would keep this to use for something else. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of see if I like the TN size. I think I was seeing, Adri from Adri's Logs and many other creators online using Traveler's Company, which I hadn't heard about before, and I just wanted to see if it was like a size that I would enjoy. I wouldn't buy the grid insert from Traveler's Company again. It's fine, but it's just not like I prefer basically pages to have like a border. I know some people don't mind the grid to get to the end of the paper, but I prefer if it has a border around it. I know I'm nitpicking, but if there are options like that, I would prefer to buy those or just like a blank insert. Again, I don't regret it because I was like experimenting and I want to, see if I like the size. But if I were to buy, a TN insert now, I would buy like a cream or a lightweight one that it's blank rather than the grid one. And this was, I have the total for this order, not for the different items. This was 16.53, so it included this TN insert, my Uniball pen, which I very much love, highly recommend these ones. And I don't know, it feels really nice on the hand, and I had no problems with, it's not cartridge, I don't know how you call them, but the ink, it worked very well for me. I've heard some people that said they skip a bit, but I've had no issues, so very happy with this. And I also got this Zebra Sarasa vintage in the color Bordeaux, because I wanted to see how I would feel about them before I bought all the colors from the Zebra Sarasa kind of line. I wanted to see if it was something I would like. Again, very much enjoy these colors, they're very nice. I don't know, for a while I've been feeling like I enjoy writing in black more than in any colors, but recently I've been, more interested in writing with different colors and stuff like that, so I've been giving them a bit more use. So yeah, happy I bought this one as the first one to try it. And then I got then I got this Iconic Mile gel pen, but in black. This one is a blue one that I bought later on, but yeah, I already used up that one. I really liked it. It was a really dark black, maybe even darker than the Uniball, I'm not sure, but if not, just as dark, and I really enjoyed it. So again, very happy I bought that stuff. Then I made a Muji order. This was at the end of February, and I got this card holder to store stickers. I don't really love this type of storage, I don't think. I find it a bit hard to get them out, and at the moment I'm not using it for anything. As you can see, it's empty. I think it can be useful for maybe certain things, or maybe if you have a lot of washi and you want to have samples and you can put it in cards or something. But for a sticker, it's not my preferred one. So, guess that's not the best purchase I made. And then, what else did I get from Muji? Oh, I got one of the 0.5 pens, but I think I got the retractable? Clickable? I don't know how you call these ones. But one of these. And this is when I realized, then maybe these ones might be fake or something, or just a bad batch, because I had no problems with the ink in here. I still prefer Uniball, because I feel even in 0.5 and all that stuff, the Uniball one was darker than this one. I know this is nitpicking, but this is why we're here. And then, I got some masking tape, which I already finished. This is another one that I bought, but it was basically this little masking tape in white, which I very much enjoyed. Then also at the end of February, I was Susanna V. Bryant Patreons. That was £8.4. Don't know if that might have been, I think it's in pounds, but it might have been dollars, I don't know. And then after that, which just to say, I love her artwork and I love all the printables she has available in her Patreon. I don't think I've watched her videos, to be honest. I should have watched them when I was her patron. Hello, that's my cat, Donny. He's coming to say hi. Yeah, hello. You've already had your dinner. What do you want? Then I went to Casa Art, which is, again, another shop here in the UK. It's more like an art shop, not just like stationery. But I bought these 2 Dumbo, I think it's... Yes, hello. Come on. No, he wants to be in the video. But there are too many things. Usually I let you be in there, but there are too many things today. There's no space. So, yeah. Then I bought these 2 Dumbo Fudenosuke, I think they're called. Yes, Dumbo Fudenosuke, 1 Donny. You want to be in the camera, don't you? Oh, you're such a little boy. Donaldcito, Donny. Mwah. Okay, how about you go on my lap and then I can continue the video and you still can be with me? Would that work for you? Okay, after my cat's intermission, then in March I went to Casa Art, which is like an art shop here in the UK, and I got these 2 Fudenosuke pens. They had it as a pack and I think it was like not cheaper, but it was basically almost the same price as just buying one. So I decided to try both. One is the soft nib and the other one is the firm nib, I guess. I really like them. I've used them a lot. I still use them. So very happy with this. And I also bought 2 very, basic things. But I bought a rubber because the one that I had was like almost too firm. And it was like, I don't know, almost not damaging the paper, but like when I tried to erase something, it would wrinkle it up. So I wanted something a bit softer. So I got this, I think it's Faber-Castell or something. And then just a sharpener, because I needed one. So this was the little purchase that I made from Casa Art, and that was 7.15. Then I also bought a white pen, which I can't remember the exact name of the white pen that I got, and it was because I had been using it for the whole year basically, since March when I bought it, and now it still had some ink, but it was already not like writing very well and starting to skip a little bit, or like the ink not flowing very well. I think it was just already very low, so I got rid of it. I need to buy a new one. I can't remember the name. I'll put it on the screen. I'll put a picture of it. But I was very happy with that white pen and it worked really well. And it was $3.89. Then, in March as well, I bought my first ever fountain pen, which was this Platinum Preppy. It's really bitten up, like this is a bit broken. I had to put tape. So to be honest, I should just get rid of it. But I don't know, it still works fine. So I'm like, I'll keep it, even if it's just to use as a dip pen or something. Or just to continue using it sometimes. But yeah, really enjoyed it, and they had these like discounted or something, and I only paid £2 for it. I think they're normally very cheap already, but I think it's usually like 4 or 5. So I was very happy with it. I would really recommend, if you want to try something, to start with something very cheap. Don't go and buy yourself like a fancy Pilot or Sailor or anything like that. Buy yourself like a really cheap Platinum Preppy or something like that, and see if you like it. And then if you enjoy it, you can go and, purchase something else. But yeah, first fountain pen, really like it. I really like how the nib is not flexible in the sense that you can, create like different different, what's the word I'm looking for? Sizes when you're writing, you know what I mean? It's not like a flexible nib, but it has a bit of like bounce. I'm not an expert on fountain pens, and I'm sure there are like proper terms to explain what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I like how, you know, you can write it. It's like, it's not very like firm or hard to nip. It's like a nice feeling when you're writing. I like it. Then I bought some paper to print stickers at home. One of them was washi paper, which it's not this one. I've bought more since then, but I very much enjoy this kind of like washi paper ones. I get mine from Temu. Unfortunately, I've not found them anywhere else, or they are very expensive. So I get mine from there. And then I got this other one. Sorry if the noise of the plastic is bothering you. I got this other one, which I really don't like. I don't know if it's the brand. It's like glossy white paper, it's called. But the colors look so terrible. It looks like really like washed down. And, you know, you could think, oh, it's my printer or whatever. But then in the washi paper, it looks nice. So, yeah, I still have loads of this, which I, not use. I might end up just like removing removing the paper and using the sticky part and create my own, like, you know, sticker release inserts or something. Because I really don't like that paper for printing stickers or anything like that. And that was, I assume this was the price for both of them. I'm not quite sure, but it was $14.97, and that was in May. Then I bought some Erin-wear from the stickers that she's got in Etsy, and those were $3.71. I really love, again, Erin-wear's art, so yeah, highly recommend, whether it's her Patreon or her stickers on her Etsy shop. Either are fantastic. Then I have here that I bought some sticker sheets, and it was $8.99, and I think this might have been from Kenji, but I wasn't sure. So I bought a bunch of like this, like I bought them a few times, so, to be honest. But some of these, let me just find them. Where did I put those? Oh, here. Yeah, so these kind of like little stickers. I got these like flowers, some strawberries, stars, these like money ones, which I really like. I don't know if it might have been when I got, it's probably when I got this as well, which I've not used that much. These are kind of like sticky memo tabs type of thing. So I think I bought this at the same time, and that was $8.99. Then at the end of May, it's when I decided that I wanted to try the Hobonichi Cousin and a Hobonichi A6 to, one as my main long form journal and one as my journal of joy. And I also bought this Yumi Kitagishi beautiful A5 cover, which I've been using since July, and I loved it so much. I got this after the launch. It was already like sold out in the Hobonichi store and all that stuff. But I ended up finding it for like, it cost me £42.32, which I think is not that different from the original price. I can't remember what's the original price of this new, but I thought it was like, not like incredibly like expensive or anything like that. And I've been so happy I had it. I've used it so much this year. Excellent purchase. No regrets. Then I got my Hobonichi A6, which, if you have seen any of my previous videos, you know I wanted to use this as my journal of joy, and that didn't end up working for me. So I ended up not using this notebook. However, I don't regret buying it, because I know like eventually I would have wanted to try this size, and I'm actually going to be using it this year once I'm done with like the current insert that I'm using as my main long form journal. So yeah, this I bought it from, I think it was, can't remember if this was eBay or Vinted either, like someone that was, selling it, and I paid £29.42 for this. So then I made a cold pens order, where I ordered the A6 cover that I put on my Hobonichi A6, and I also is this one of those, I think it, can't remember if it's Midori or MD, but one of those, I think, is it not the same company? I'm always a bit confused, but either way, these like plastic covers, I ordered one in A6 and one in A5. Very happy with both of those. I think if I have one complaint is that the pen loop is too small and you can't really put one in there, but it's fine. And then I also ordered this TN passport insert. I also wanted to see the TN size, and because I wasn't going to be able to start my Journal of Joy in the Hobonichi A6 until July, it was a good excuse to like try the size and do that in June, because I was very excited about it. I didn't end up filling like all the pages, because basically I was trying to do 2 pages per day, and that was a bit too much, as I realized. So yeah, I didn't end up using the whole notebook, but I very much enjoyed my time in here, and it was so much fun, and yeah, really liked it. So this order was 19.40. And then my next order, because I was looking, I think at that time, like, okay, where am I gonna buy my cousin, because I had decided I wanted to buy it, but I was looking like, am I gonna have to order from the Hobonichi store? Maybe I can find some, like, again, in Vinted or eBay or something like that. And again, I can't remember which one, the A6 was this one. One was from Vinted, the other one from eBay. But yeah, I found it, and I paid £30 for it. So I was very happy. I've been using this for the whole, well, not the whole year, July until now. Yeah, I've not journaled every day, but I loved my time in this notebook. Ultimately, like, I feel it's a bit like, I prefer to not have dated pages. I prefer to have like a blank notebook. But honestly, like, I would consider going back to this in the future. Like, I'm not saying I'm not going back to it, because at the end I was using it ignoring the dates, and I was happy doing that. So yeah, it's a notebook that I might go back. This year I just wanted to focus on like trying to use some of the things I already had and I hadn't used, and also like experimenting with other formats and stuff. But you might see another Hobonichi cousin in this channel. Maybe not this year, but 2027, who knows. I made an order from the London Graphic Centre, which I ordered some sticker sheets. I can't remember exactly which ones those were, but I think in general, because I had picked them myself and all that stuff, I was very happy. Oh, I think I know. It was like, let me just find it. These cat ones, which I've used a lot of them but not finished, and then some other ones like grade 6. Not these ones, the animal ones, because I think I bought those later on, but like another ones of these Midori stickers, and yeah, some stuff like that, which again, really enjoyed those. I bought the TN sticker insert in the like regular size. Love that. I bought the iconic Mail gel pen in this blue color, well, teal. And I bought Rhodia, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, A7, like a little like notebook. I think it was basically because if I added that, which was like £1, then I was getting free shipping, and I was like, it's cheaper that getting that than like paying for shipping. And I used it, like I had it here on my desk, and I was just making quick notes in there. This blue pen, I've not used it that much. Again, like I was saying, I don't love the colors and that stuff at the time, but then now I'm getting a bit more into it, and maybe, I don't know, it feels more like a summer or a spring. It feels more like a summer pen, so I might use it in the summer. As of now, I'm not using it that much. My sister was saying the other day that she wanted a blue pen, so if she likes it, she might take it. And that order was $30.79. So then I order some stickers from Wild Pencil. These are not necessarily the sticker sheets I order, but yeah, these are some, like I've ordered a few times during the year from her. I love her artwork. I love her stickers. I'll link her in the description below. I think I usually have it linked in there, but yeah, highly recommend her stickers. Really love her work. And I paid for this order. Okay, I ordered 6 sticker sheets, and I ordered this washi tape roll, which is like oh, this one is a bit broken. Well, it's like stamps with different like drawings, if you can see. It's really nice. And I paid $34.98. The only thing with her is that because she's sending it from Czech Republic, I believe, it's like £9 to get an order in the UK, which is obviously a bit expensive, but I don't know. I think this year what I will probably do is like make 1 or 2 big orders in the year where I'll get, you know, a lot of the stickers that I want, and then just, rather than making like little orders, because then it's almost like it's more expensive, if that makes sense. My next purchase was my Kaveker Sport. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. This is not the orange one. I think it's called, is it apricot? I don't know. It's one of those limited editions, I guess, but it's still available and it's been for a long time, so I don't know if it's so limited. But anyway, I can't remember the exact name, but I'll either put it on the screen or link it below. I really like it. It's so cute. The only thing is I've recently broken not the nib, but the feet, because I was looking at maybe getting some different nib sizes and just swap them. And I removed the nib, no problem. But then I saw a video of someone that was saying, oh, it's almost better if you take, you know, the whole, like, I guess it's not the feet, it's like the nib unit, the whole thing out. And I was like, I can't get it out. And they were like, oh, you can press on the, I'm not going to say the name of the person, okay? But it was like, oh, you can press with something on the back. And then, yeah, don't do that. It broke the nib unit. I mean, the nib and the feet are fine, but the other thing, I'm not sure what's the name, I guess nib unit or something, where those two are inserted, that was broken. So then you couldn't, like, attach the cartridge or a converter, if you have a converter or anything. So I need now to, like, you know, buy a new nib unit and that kind of stuff, but it's okay. But yeah, don't do that. Just if you have one of these, if you have one of the plastic ones, perfectly fine to just grab the nib like this and pull it out and change it, swap it for another size, but don't try to push out the thing inside because you will break it. And this was $30.79 because I also got the pen, I think is like £22 or something like that. But I also got some like cartridges in black, and I got the clip, which you have to buy separately, in case you don't know. But yeah, very, very happy with this purchase. It's been the fountain pen that I've been using up until recently. I really like it. I know some people complain about like Kaveker nibs and whatever, and I'm very much a newbie in fountain pens, so I'm sure there might be better things out there. But I'm personally very happy, and I love the look of it. Then my next purchase were some stamps to be able to send some letters. I am a horrible pen pal, but you know, I still send some letters, and yeah, I decided to include it in my stationery kind of like budget, because it's like, if I hadn't got into this hobby, I wouldn't be buying stamps. So I think I bought 10 stamps, and that was £16. Or 10? I don't know. Or might be more, less. I don't know. It was £16, however many I bought. Then in July, I made another cold pens order, which I got this platinum carbon ink. Really like this because it's water resistant, or yeah, I wouldn't say it's completely waterproof, but it's water resistant. And I recently had like some water spillage, and I had my Caveco ink, and it completely washed it out. That doesn't happen with this. So yeah, if you're clumsy like me, I recommend you to get some carbon ink. But I bought this. I bought these syringes to be able to refill the like Cabeco or whatever, like cartridges. And I got another A5 Midori cover. I think, okay, because by this time is when I was kind of like retiring my Stalogy, and I basically took the pages that I had in my Stalogy that I had used as like my long form, and I created this kind of like little like booklet for them, and I wanted to have like an extra cover, blah blah. So yeah, I got another A5 cover for this, just because like I put some like very delicate paper and stuff like that, so I wanted to like archive it with a plastic cover. And oh, I bought the T-End Light, the Traveler's Notebook lightweight insert in a standard size, which I initially was using as my anger journal, but then I decided like the paper was too nice to be using it for that, and it's the insert that I'm using at the moment as my kind of like main long form journal. You'll get a proper flip through of this, but just as you know, you get a bit of like a preview on a future video. And yeah, I very much love that like lightweight paper. It's really nice. And that order was £47.25. Then I got, what is it? Yeah. Then I got my 5-star stamp and an ink pad. The 5-star stamp was £5.81 and the ink pad was £3.95. I can't remember if I bought this on Etsy or eBay or something. This I would say is not very good for, I mean, I know the paper from last year from Hobonichi wasn't that great, but I felt like you can see there that's a stamp on the other side, so it was like really, you know, bleeding through. And I've seen some of the people saying that certain like ink pads bleed through more than others and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know if it says Drew Drop Memento. I wouldn't particularly recommend this one for this. I mean, I tried it in my Hobonichi from this year and it wasn't as bad, but let me just check. Yeah, it's still quite bad. So yeah, I don't think I would be using that ink pad on my Hobonichis, so I wouldn't recommend it, but I had no way to know. I think I would be buying the, I think I would be buying the ones that I've seen other people recommend, which is like an actual actual brand. This was just like a random one that I thought. And the 5-star thing, I mean, I've mostly bought it because I was doing this like trying to rate the top 100 albums in a website that I like that is called Rate Your Music. I didn't finish, and to be honest, yeah, I don't know, I guess I was still learning how to use the stamp, but would I buy it again? Don't think so. I think I would just do the stars myself. I don't know, I don't regret it, but yeah, bit so. But yeah, the stamp was 5.81 and ink pad was 3.95. I bought a Uniball pen refill, which I finished. Now I think what I have in here is a refill from, I will say, Muji, because I had some of those and I just wanted to use them. But yeah, I really like the Uniball pens, so very happy with that. That was $3.99. Then I paid for Megan Rhiannon's Patreon for in the month of July, which was $3.60. And also, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of this artist. I think it's Monica, something like that. I'll write it down either on the screen or link it below so you know who I'm talking about. But I really love her artwork as well, and that was $5.75. Then, July as well, I was also a patron for The Great Jupiter, and that was $4.80. And oh yes, I went to the Baltic Market, which is like a market here in Liverpool. If you visit Liverpool, highly recommend go there. They have tons of stuff, but they have also like some stickers, some vintage like labels and stuff like that. So I bought a few things from there, and in total it was £10. And then, oh yes, then because for my birthday, so this is, I didn't actually purchase this, so this is my TN passport love and trip cover. This was a present from my family, but I wanted to do the setup before I got this, and this was a pre-order, so they bought it in July for my birthday, but it didn't arrive, I think, until October or something like that. I can't remember. But because I was already like, I already wanted to create my kind of like setup for my passport, so I bought this one of the zip case plastic, and then some like very cheap inserts. These are not fountain pen friendly, but it was like 24 inserts for like £10. And because basically I just want this for like notebook on the go, and I just use like a just a random pen on it, and like I don't need anything fancy because then I just like recycle them. So I got this to be able to do kind of like my setup, and I was using the plastic case as my cover, I guess. So if you want to experiment before you commit to buying a full like cover or whatever, that's another good idea. You can get the plastic or the cardboard, and then just get some inserts and see if you like it. And to put all together, I bought some I have them here, just some like elastics. So all of that was, let me check. So yeah, so my whole like passport setup was 25.13, and that was like the elastics, the zipper case, and the 24 inserts. So that was the whole total of that. I don't think I'm going to include in this video things that were like a present. Like obviously if it's a present, it doesn't come out of my budget, so yeah, I'm not counting it so much in like the amount of things I got into like I bought that year. For me, what's more important and what could be a problem, it's more the money I spend. Of course, yeah, I don't want to like buy tons and tons of stuff really cheap either, but yeah, I usually find that like the bigger problem, it's the money you spend more than the amount of things that you bring in. I know that can be different for other people, like depending on your financial situation, all that stuff. This is why I was saying, all these things are like extremely personal. And yeah, I hope this is like a judgment-free video, okay? Now, the desk is slowly looking a bit emptier. But that was, I bought that in August, and then in August I also bought some of these envelopes. I have this one. This is from a different purchase, but I bought these ones. I couldn't really see them online, and it did say it was blue, but I don't know. I think I was hoping they would be white, like this one. But the blue, which I don't love, but I will use them. I don't know. I like the look of the airmail envelopes. But I don't like blue. I wish they were white, but it is what it is. So this, I guess it's a regret purchase, and it was $3.95, so it's not too bad. Then I ordered the like 10 pack of these like Zebra Sarasa vintage colors, which again I very much enjoy them. Like just one missing that it's on my notebook, and then the Bordeaux one. Obviously I ended up with 2 of the Bordeaux ones, but I gave one to my sister, and then the rest, yeah, I really like the colors. I mean, maybe, okay, let's see. I wouldn't buy the gray, I wouldn't buy the dark blue. I don't know if I would buy the dark green. That one I'm a bit like, I'm not sure. But the rest I really like. I like these like kind of like lighter blue. It's kind of like a, almost think like jeans. Wait 1 second, I'll show you a page. With this lighting, it's not the best to see it, so you better go online and check somewhere else. But I don't think you can see there. But yeah, it's like a grayish blue, like a bit like a, jeans blue, I guess. And then yeah, I like this ochre color. I like the 2 kind of like the pinkish red and maroon and the brown and the sepia and the Bordeaux. So maybe these 3 are not my favorites. The green, maybe I would still buy it, I don't know. But anyway, I don't regret it. I think at the moment I'm a bit more interested in inks rather than like pens. But the good thing about pens is like, you know, they are just so easy to just grab and write, that rather than like with inks that then, I mean, these pens are not waterproof either, but they resist a bit more if you get like some drops of tea or something like that over them than like some of the inks that I've seen, like what happened with my Kaweco. So anyway, those Zebra Sarasa vintage pens were 9.69, very happy with it. Then also in August I became Adri's patron. If you've seen any of my videos, I think I probably mentioned her in all my videos, or almost all of them. Big fan of Adri. Go and support her Patreon and channel and all that stuff if you're not doing already. I realized I think I only put it, oh no, I put it for a few months. Okay, because I was like, okay, yeah, I've been putting it each month. Then I got this Woomer? Don't know how you pronounce it. But these acrylic markers, really enjoy them. They have this like brush type of tip. It's like a felt tip. It's not like an actual brush, but it's like flexible, and so you can, you know, create different like line widths and all that stuff, and very nice colors. Highly recommend. They are kind of like, they're quite affordable. Like you get, I think, how much did I pay for this? Let's see. 32. So I paid £32, and you get like 72 colors. So yeah, I really recommend them. If you've never tried like acrylic markers and you just want to see if it's something you like, I wouldn't say go and spend £32 or however much is in dollars or wherever you are. I would say go to like some art shop and buy any acrylic marker, whether it's like, before what I would buy were like Poscas, which yes, if you were to buy 72 Poscas, it's obviously way more expensive than 72 Woomer markers. I guess it's Woomer, right? But if you just buy one color to see if you like acrylic markers or not, even if you just buy it with like a regular tip and it's not like the kind of like brush type of tip or anything like that, but maybe you're paying £3 for this. And then you can see, okay, I actually like acrylic markers. I want to experiment a bit more with them. Similar to what I was saying before. Go for the cheaper thing first. And then if you like it, you can upgrade. But I wanted like more colors for a while. I use this like quite a lot to either write or to create like bubbles or even paint sometimes. So yeah, they're really, it's really fun and they're affordable. So highly recommend those. And then I went to London in August, at the end of August, and I made some like purchasing in person, which I was very happy about. So I got so first I went to first I went to Present and Correct, which I got a lot of like different like ephemera stuff. To be honest, this was not from Present and Correct, this was from a pimple. But yeah, basically, you know, this different kind of stuff from there. I've not been using it as much as I should, to be honest, all this stuff. So I should use it this year. And then they had some, you know, random different old papers. This is from somewhere else. Stuff like this. So yeah, they have lots of really cool stuff in that shop. So if you ever go to London, or you live in London and you don't know about it, I would recommend that shop. They have lots of fun, kind of like this kind of stuff. And I found some of these prettier, you know, envelopes there. So yeah, I bought like quite a few things in there, and that was, well, it was 2 purchases, because I think I won one day and then I won the next one. I bought another thing or something. So the first one was 23.2 and the second one was 2.75. So I guess I just got a little thing. Then I went to the London Graphic Centre. I'm not sure I'll be able to remember everything I bought in there because I didn't write it down. And I did buy some stickers, some that were like London theme Midori stickers that I have some here still. Let me just find it. I'll show you. Yeah, I don't have lots of them left, but some of those. And I can't remember if I bought some others. But yeah, I bought a few stickers. And then I got this Life A6 Vermilion notebook. It's so cute. I love the red color in the inside. It screams summer to me, so I want to use this year as my summer like notebook. Then I also bought this A6 MD paper with a grit notebook. I can't show you what's in here, but this is my filling journal. So whenever there's anything that feels almost a bit too dark in a sense, or like, you know, something that is like maybe therapy. I'm not in therapy at the moment, but those would be the kind of things that I would put in this notebook. Things that I don't want to flip through often when I'm like writing in my main journal. So those go in there. Then I also got this block from MD, kind of like A5 MD paper block to write letters, which I really like. It's really nice paper. And I don't know if I bought anything else from there. Just looking around to see. But no, I think that was mostly it. Yeah, that was the stuff that I bought from there. I don't think... Oh, no, wait. This, I forgot. So I bought one of these, like, how do you call this? Glue tape. Jesus Christ, words. Yeah, so I bought this like little glue tape, which, I mean, in general, I think I prefer the glue stick. I just find it's more affordable. But this is good if I'm putting something in the cover and I really want to like stick to it, or if I'm maybe putting like something like a card, like a card or something like a bit harder on paper. Sometimes that can be a bit difficult to get it to stick with like a glue stick. So then it's when I use the glue tape, and I like it for that. And all of that came to 41.94, which again, I might have forgotten some of the things. I don't know if I got the cover as well for this one, maybe. Yeah, probably I got the cover for this as well. But I think that was it. And then I also went to Muji in London, and I bought this basic slim high quality notebook. I use this for my angry journaling. This is my Gremlin journal, I call it, or angry letters, but I tend to think about it more as Gremlin journal. And yeah, this is just when I need to scream, but I don't want to do it out loud. I come in here and I scream into the page. And I also got some tape from Muji. Really big fan of this. They are pre-perforated, so you can just snap them and it comes like, I'll just show you in case you don't know. But they have kind of like little cuts, so you can just, do you see? beautifully straight. So yeah, I got those in the kind of like this craft color and the white one. And I also got some words are not coming to me today. Some of these post-it notes as well. One like this again, craft color paper, and then this has like grit. And I don't know if I got anything else from Muji. Oh, sorry, yeah. I got some like pen refills and some. I got this and I got this mechanical pencil and one of the like retractable pens in 0.3 and I think that was it, and it was 29.40. Then I also got in that London trip this I don't know if it's Dodolulu or Dudululu, I guess Dodolulu. They just come like this and they're, I mean, I have a lot of them in my sticker release, but they're really nice, really beautiful. No complaints. I want to buy some more from Dodolulu or Dudululu, however you say it. And that was 8.40. And then I got in, oh god, Sash. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I think it's some, I don't know if it's like Finnish or Swedish or Norwegian shop, like a Scandinavian shop, and they had some like washi tape, and I got this one that has like this cute grit. It's a bit blue, like a well, it's not a bit blue. It's like a blue grit, and this was 2.17, so quite cheap. Then I think I forgot to mention when I said before that it was like, oh, sticker sheets. I don't think it was only the Kenji ones. I bought this, I think it actually might have been these ones, but I bought these like stars and dot stickers from Ryman. So yeah, I'm not sure if these are in the $8.99 or where are these, but I bought them this year too. And then we are in September, and it's when I made my Hobonichi order for 2026. So, what did I buy? I think I've shown you already, but I bought my Hobonichi wigs for 2026. I went for the Iyo Okumi design, and I got the pencil board for the wigs as well, from Iyo Okumi as well. I got also this beautiful notebook, which I've not started using yet, from the, oh my god, how was the name of this? Kyohei Sakaguchi, that was it. So the design from Kyohei Sakaguchi is this beautiful A5 horizontal notebook, and I also got the A5 pencil board from Iyo Okumi. Yeah, no regrets at all from that. That was my order that I made from the website Estile from Italy, and I paid £61. And then I ordered some Hobonichi kind of like accessories that I got with my sister's order, which we did from the website directly, and I kind of like just ordered some things that weren't available at the Estile website. So I got these A5 folders, I got this one, and I got one that like I cut, and it's become my cover from my TN insert. It's from the I can't remember the name of this artist, but I'll put it Ryoji something. Arai Ryoji or Ryoji Arai or something like that. I'll put it down below in the description. And then I got this like stamp, which is very cute, with a Hobonichi book. To be honest, I've not been using it much, so I don't know how much it was like a wise purchase from me, but I like it. I like having it, and like the folders are very useful, and that was 8.78. Then I got some more wild pencil stickers, which I've mentioned before, and that was this was in September as well, and this was £31.31. And then I got some Monica, which I've mentioned before as well, stickers, and those were £18.83. Adri's Patron in September, 4.48. Suzanne B. Bryan Patron in October, which was 7.17. I got some more washi sticker paper, plus this beautiful scissors, which have like the bird design. I'd seen them from a bunch of people, and I don't know, I think they're really cool. And that was, to be honest, like, these were very cheap. The expensive thing was like the washi paper, which was 14.91. And then I got, so this was the TN leather cover. That is not this one, it's the first one I bought, which, again, I've mentioned it if you've watched, I think it's my previous video. It was good quality. I basically sold it because of the looks. I realized I didn't love the color as much as I thought, and I really wanted to have something a bit brighter. I wanted this red, so I decided to sell that one. Unfortunately, I had to sell it a bit cheaper than I bought it. I paid £30 for it, and I ended up selling it for like 20 or something like that. So I freed it down as like I paid £10 for it, because I recovered 20. Then that was in November, and again, Adri's patron in November, 4.48, and I was also Erinware's patron, 4.48. I bought some of Erinware's labels on her Etsy shop. That was that was £3 or 3 point something. £3, and then I made a Cool Pens order where I bought a standard. So I bought the standard cream insert, which I'm using as my commonplace. I bought the craft folder, and what else? I bought for my passport kind of like setup. I bought the monthly insert undated. And what else? Oh yes, I bought this diamond tobacco sunburst ink. It's a really nice color, but it's lighter than what I wanted. So it's nice if, let me just find my watch. So let me find it. I think this was November, right? Yes, here. So when it's like a big kind of like swatch, or if it's like this was written with a pencil, then it's kind of like the color that I would want it to be when you write with the fountain pen. But obviously with the fountain pen it's lighter because it's whatever. So yeah, it's a bit too light for me. I think I prefer inks that are a bit darker. So yeah, I don't know. If anyone wants samples from Tobacco Sunburst, let me know. If you can have them just for free, you can just pay the shipping if you're in the UK, basically. But yeah, if not, I think I'll end up using it for like maybe how do you call it, for titles. And I'm sorry, my brain is a bit slow this evening, so there is a lot of M's. I might edit some of them, but you're probably still gonna get quite a few. But I guess, that's fine. That's how people talk. So if I had tried this in store, I don't know if I would have bought it. But yeah, it was also quite cheap, so it's not like a big regret. And then that whole purchase, so the 2 TN inserts, the craft folder, and the ink, that was 28.10. Then I went to a Turner exhibition with my sister, and I got this beautiful postcard. And I think I got, this might have been like the price of, I think I got some, like a postcard for my sister or something too, because I don't think just one postcard was £3, but yeah, I don't think I would have got it if it was £3 for a postcard. And I think I forgot to write it down because I don't know how much it was. But basically, we went to the National Gallery and I got these postcards from the National Gallery and a couple of stickers as well from there. But I don't know how much I paid. I have no idea. So, add about like £5, I guess, give or take, a bit more maybe. 10, let's say 10 to whatever the total is for that purchase from the National Gallery. Where were we? Yeah, Turner postcards. Okay, and then it's when I bought my TN red cover, which is beautiful. I mean, this is not like Travelers Company branded. It was from a shop, is it Peak? Yeah, Peak Leather or something like that. I'll link her below, but I really like it. It's really nice. I love the color. It makes me very happy. And I paid £36 for that. Then, this is not so much a stationery purchase, but I decided to put it in here because it's basically I bought a tripod, like a proper one, before I was using my, like, again, words, I'm sorry, they're not coming to me today. Then I was using my kind of like computer screen, like it's on a stand, and I was using that to like hold my camera there in like a precarious way. So I bought a proper tripod, and I bought some extra batteries because before I only had one, and then if the battery ran out, I had to charge it and wait. And now if the battery runs out, I can swap it and then charge both. So it's much better. So it's not a stationery kind of like purchase, but it's related to stationery because if I hadn't started this channel, I wouldn't have bought those things. So that was £36.53. Then I bought, because I wanted like zipper kind of like case folder for my TN, I bought this plastic zipper case, and I didn't buy the one from Travelers Company. I ended up ordering it from Amazon, and it came with like another craft folder. I bought that like later on. I bought that in, when did I buy this? December. So yeah, it was basically cheaper, so I ended up doing that, and it was £6.49. Then we're almost done. I bought these index cards. I'm not sure when, but I've been using this for the course that I'm doing, so it's quite useful to like put you know, whatever the topic is, and then just write something very brief about it. I like it. It's been working really well, almost like better than if I just like make notes in my A5, because I find that like I struggle to go back and look at those. But this, because it's very brief, you know, I can just like flip through them and it's like, oh, okay, it's this concept, and it's just like kind of like one concept per card, and then it makes it like very easy to look back at it, and rather than, you know, more information, I guess. And that was £1.75. And then the last purchase that I have here, it's this box with index cards, which I've not talked about in the channel yet, but I was very much influenced by a video that Ellen put. They use this index card kind of like system for their like house managing and, you know, house chores and all that stuff, and I've kind of combined that but with like a house work method called the organized method, which if you go online you can find, but basically, yeah, I'll talk about this in more detail, so we're not here forever, but I'll talk about this in more detail in a future video. But it's been working fine. I mean, I've been skipping some of the days what I was supposed to do, but that's not the fault of the system. It's more my fault. This was £3 with, and it came with like the divider and some cards, but then I bought extra cards because I wasn't sure how many I was gonna need, and those were like £1.50 or something. So that's why in total 4.5. Oh, and I found here that I wrote down what actually I bought in the London Graphic Centre that I said before I wasn't sure. So that was the 2 sticker sheets, the MD paper pad that I mentioned, the A6 MD notebook, the Life Per Million one, and then an A5 and an A6 plastic covers. So that's what I bought. The London Graphic Centre, which was this £41.94, and the glue tape. But yeah, the total then was £979.86. I guess, again, like I can't remember how much was the National Gallery things, but because I bought 3 kind of like vinyl stickers, let's add £10 on top of that, okay? Just rounding it up a bit. Now, this, in my opinion, for me, it's too much money. Now, I want to be clear. I'm saying for me, like, I'm not saying this is like, I'm not judging anyone. Like, if you have the means, or if you, yeah, especially if you have the means and you also want to spend that kind of money on stationery, it's great. You know, like, I think if my salary was higher, maybe I wouldn't see it as a problem. Again, in the big picture, it's not so bad because I still kind of like stuck to my but like budget for the year in terms of like what I wanted to spend in like kind of like non-essential fun money, if you will, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, in that sense, it wasn't like a huge problem, but I want to spend less this year. I don't want to spend that much money on stationery. Something I like to do usually with like these kind of like expenses is breaking it down per month and see how much that would mean per month. Because maybe if you're thinking like, okay, I spend like 300 pounds in the year in stationery, and again, like that for some people might sound like very little, for some people might sound like still a lot of money, but then that kind of money, for example, if you break it down, it's what, less than 30 pounds per month in the whole year. So that would be like a figure that I would be more comfortable with. Now, if we break down my total per month, it would be about 82 pounds per month. That for me is too much to spend in stationery. Again, I'm not judging anyone. I'm not saying this is like universally true. For some people, this might be very little. For some people, this might be a lot. But what I've decided I want to do for 2026, it's set a budget. I'm a bit wary of calling it a low buy because I know when people say that, you can get a lot of people judging you in like the comments and saying that's not a low buy or whatnot. But I think the number that I've decided, it's I don't want to spend more than 400 in the whole year. So that's my budget for the whole year for stationery. Again, ideally I would like to spend a bit less, to be honest. Ideally I would like to spend 350 or less. But if I go up to 400, that's fine. If it's less, even happier. But up until then, that's like a number that I feel comfortable in spending in a hobby that like I still have a lot of things that I want to try. I still have a lot of things that I want to like discover. And it's not a number that, at least at the moment, would suppose like a problem for me financially. Now, if my situation changes because my current contract is ending in mid-April, then that number will change, because if my contract ends until I don't find a new job, I'm not going to be spending money on things that are not like my main necessities. So we will see how it goes. But, thinking that things will go well, that I will find another job, and that my salary won't be super low and all that stuff, which maybe it's asking too much in the current economy and situation of the world, but we'll see. Let's stay hopeful. If everything goes well, that's what I would like to do. And something that I've started to do, it's I want to put all my purchases at the end of my current how many 2 weeks in like this kind of way. So I want to print like a little picture of it and just put how much I paid for it. Now, this will include not just my stationery purchases. It will be just kind of like I was saying, all the non-necessities purchases. But yeah, I might just create like a little like table like I did here for my stationery purchases. I track this on a spreadsheet on like Google's Sheets. So just because it's easier than like analog. But I might do something like this just for the stationery ones to see how much I'm spending during the year. But yeah, that's it. How has been how was your 2025 in terms of spending? Do you feel like you spend like way over what you wanted to spend? Did you have like a very clear budget and stuck to it? Do you just prefer to not think about it? I don't know. What are you doing? Are you doing some sort of like low buy, whatever that means to you, or no buy. I would be very curious to know. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you very soon with my next one. Bye!